Hello, welcome to the video on complex numbers. This is our example set D video, and we're going to be looking at how to graph complex numbers. and as we discussed in the lesson, we need another coordinate system other than the XY coordinate system to graph complex numbers. Okay, and that coordinate system, the plane that we're going to be using, consist of the two axes, and I have them here. It's the real number axis, which is this one right here. Okay, and then of course we have the imaginary number axis, this one right here. All right, and very similar to plotting points, ordered pairs on the XY axis, but a little bit different, obviously, because we're dealing with complex numbers. So let's go ahead and start with our first one. 2 plus 2i, okay? So 2, just to do a quick review, plus 2i, okay, you're going to plot 2 on the real number axis, and then you're going to plot 2i on the imaginary axis, okay? So let's go ahead and start here. So 1, 2 on the real number axis is right there, and 2i is right here. That's 1i, that's 2i, so that's the point right there. 2 plus 2i, and that's plotted on the complex number plane. All right, let's go on to our next example, and let me erase this. Okay, so 5 minus 7i, that's going to be 5 on the real, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the real, and negative 7i on the imaginary axis. So let's go down here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and that's in the negative direction. So if I go over 5, okay, on the real number, and down negative 7 on the imaginary axis, I plotted my point. Okay, so that is 5 minus 7i. All right, let's look at our next complex number here. 3 plus 4i, this is pretty straightforward now, hopefully for you. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and try these problems, it's a good time to do so now. Okay, so it's 3 on the real, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the imaginary, positive 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that is going to be right there. 3 plus 4i. All right. Excuse me. Negative 8 minus 12i. Okay, so negative 8 on the real. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of estimating here as far as the coordinates on the real and imaginary. So that's negative 8 and negative 12. This was negative 7. Let's go down here, give ourselves some more room. Negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, 10, 11, 12. So somewhere right about there, we can call that point negative 8 minus 12i on the complex plane. Okay. All right, negative 4i by itself. Now, remember, complex numbers contain both a real and imaginary part. So when you're saying negative 4i, you might be asking, well, where's the real part? Well, really, that number can be written as 0 plus negative 4i. Okay, so simply, all you're going to do is put a point on the imaginary axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there you go. There is negative 4i. All right, so, as we've been studying these complex numbers, is actually hopefully the easiest of the skills that you've had to learn. But everything new takes time to really become to master it, and that's why I encourage you to do the additional worksheet problems. Go back and review this in a month or two. And I've been doing this for many years, and every so often I need to kind of brush up if I haven't used it, in a while, maybe used complex numbers, but the concepts are still there. And if you learn it right the first time, you master it, it's just like riding a bike. If you need it again, you can brush up on it very quickly and, be able to understand it. And by the way, this is not the last time you're going to be seeing complex numbers or the graphs of complex numbers. As you progress with your learning, okay, beyond Algebra 2 into some other more advanced things, you're going to be seeing more and more the complex number system. Okay, so good luck, keep working hard, and hope to see you soon.